Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're watching this video, I appreciate you for tuning in. Today, as you can tell by the title, I'm coming to you with a tour of my classroom for the 2025-2026 school year. It's not going to be too long of a video. I'm just going to show you a little bit of each area and what's in it. Before you get into the tour, today is actually Meet the Teacher. So let me go ahead and give y'all a little fit check. So we have, this is actually a bib type. It's not a full t-shirt. I got it from Shein a few years ago. And then I have, I don't know if you can see right here, a performance shirt underneath, like the dry fit ones. And then I have this cardigan. I got this cardigan from Marshall's. I think it was Marshall's or Ross. It was only $4.50 because it's on sale. I love a good sale. We have the jewelry. And then we got the badge holder. This came from Amazon. And then we have this apple. This came from a little store called Pottery Barn. I think it's called Pottery Barn. Something like that. No, Old Time Pottery. Old Time Pottery. And then the pants, I don't even remember where they came from. I think Marshall's or something like that. And then shoes. Got them a long time ago. Don't remember where they're from. But yeah. Little fit check, fit check. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so first I'm going to start with my area, my corner of the room. As you can see to the right, I have some pictures of my old classes. This will be my 7th year teaching, but so I have some classes that are not up there from when I was partner teaching, and I just wasn't able to get down there in time to get into my partner's picture. So I think I have like 2 that are missing from up there, but that's that. And then I have some other little things that are important to me over in this area. I'll get a closer look at those in a second. I have my C3 Before Me poster right here. So this is to help them build independence. So if a kid comes up to me asking for help on something, I will refer them to this poster to see if they tried asking for help from other friends, or if they looked around the room to see if they can find the answer around the room before they came in to ask me. Not to be mean, it's to build independence, especially during like independent work time after I've already taught the lesson. So that's what that's for. And I just realized that my clock is completely wrong after I just fixed it yesterday. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with this clock, but I'll fix it again. I painted these a couple of years ago. Oops. These Pokemon cards are from former students. Once my kids find out I love giraffes, they give me anything that's giraffe. So I went to Walmart and got some little easels for them. So that's that. And then over here, we just have my treasure box and some positive wristband rewards. Like what's this one? I'm a neat writer. I am trustworthy. I am a reading champion. I am fair, things like that. This is the front view of my desk. Over here is kind of my area again. So I have their mail. Eventually I'll put their names, Eventually I'll put their names on the tab, so that's why they're blank. I like using names for this instead of numbers because it's easier for me to call their names out when I'm giving out mail. And then my cart to keep me organized. Yeah, these are drafts that all my kids have given me over the last couple of years, so they just are here. Then I have my Teacher of the Year award. I covered up my school name. I got Teacher of the Year 2 years ago. And then this was made by a parent last year. Actually, a student's grandmother made that last year. And then I have this over here. Was made by a parent a couple of years ago. And I just have some cute flowers up here. My morning greetings. We can't have anything on our doors, so when the kids come in the morning, I hang it up and then I take it down afterwards. Then we have our hall passes and whatnot. I don't have bathroom passes because our bathrooms are literally right out that door, so no need for a pass. Here we have my classroom job chart. So first, let me show you the general area first. So next we're going over to this area right here. So on this cabinet, we have our classroom job chart. Right now it's empty because I have 24 students, but of course the beginning of the year it fluctuates a lot. Kids come and go. So when it gets a little bit steady, I'll put clothespins around the classroom job chart, and the clothespins will have their name on it, and I just keep it simple. I just rotate it to the right every week. So that's that. Then we have our letter board, ready up for 3rd grade. I tried to, you know, do something that they can relate to with the ready up, because a lot of them play Fortnite. And then this is from a parent the year before last year. That's from a parent. I have some journals here, my privacy offices. This is for crayons, and this had colored pencils in it last year, but I'm trying to decide if I'm even going to do that this year. It really worked well last year, but we didn't get a lot of supplies this year, but those are there for now. We have our school binders and our take-home folders right there. Waiting for planners to come in so I can stick all that into the binders. We have some science workbooks, dictionaries, more decorations, and then just more decoration up top. Those animals actually come from $1.25 tree, and they make little noises. They're so cute. And then we have our data area. Of course, there's no data right now. Data, however you want to say it. There's none right now, but there will be. Next, we're going to go over to this area. Before I do that, though, there is a little mirror ducked off to the side. Oh, so I have a message on it that says, "I'm so glad you're here." I will try to change the message every now and then. So there's that. Just a little mirror for the kids to be able to do a little quick check, because they really can't see themselves all day because there's no mirrors in the bathrooms. So, well, there's one bathroom that has a mirror, but yeah, so there's a mirror for them to get themselves together if they need to. And then here we have our pencil station. So, yeah, like how I did the globe right here with the future of the world is in this classroom. Yeah. So the globe actually spins. I have it stuck to the bookcase with it's a double-sided like foam sticker thingy. So yeah, that's that. And then we have our pencil sharpener. This cup is for broken pencils, and then over here we have the pencils that are sharpened. Also have those stuck down so that they don't get knocked over. I have 15 pencils in here because I have a bigger class size this year. Last year I did 10 pencils. But basically they get a pencil, they write their name, and take the pencil with them to their desk or wherever they're working at. And I just make sure that I get all my pencils back before we switch classes. Or if it's the second half of the day, I make sure I have all my pencils back before dismissal time. And so this is just backup. They're supposed to have their own pencils, of course, but this is backup for those who don't have a pencil for whatever reason. Down here we have our turn-in area. So I have duplicates, as you can tell, because I have, like I said, a morning class, and then I have an afternoon class. So math, science, social studies, and then math, science, social studies. So that's that. I just realized I don't teach social studies to the afternoon class. Our schedule is weird, guys. The whole team teaches social studies in the morning for like 10 to 15 minutes. So I don't even need 2 of those. We have our hand signals up there, and then we have our school-wide expectations. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna put up here. just yet. I'm gonna take y'all out here real quick. This leads to our pod area. So down here I just have a little rug that says hello. And then we have the bathrooms. I was gonna put that rug in front, in the front of the front door, but it wouldn't allow me to open the door because the rug is too high. So just have it sitting out there. Then next to that door, we have a giraffe painting that one of my coworkers gave me. It's so cute. And my welcome friends sign. And then we have our bathroom sign out sheet. And then this cone does not go to the bathroom with them because ill. But when they go to the bathroom, they'll get this cone and then they'll take it to their desk. That way I can easily look around the room and spot who is in the bathroom. And then over here we have hand sanitizer for them to use, tissues, and paper towels. And then to the right we have the headphones. So I just have them organized in the baskets. So that's that. I had these sitting on top of the computer cart, but they were blocking my UCS sign once I put them into the Ziploc bag. So I had to move them, unfortunately. But yeah, now we're gonna go over here to this area. Let me show you the full view. So there's the full view of that area. So over here we have our wild work wall. It's our student work wall. And then I graduated from UCS, so I just put that there. And we have our computer cart. It's nice and organized. So that's that. And basically whatever number their headphones is, then that's what number their computer is. We have our book return bin next to the library. So the way I have the library is I have it organized by series and categories. So Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Man, graphic novels, Judy Moody's, thriller, fiction, all that good stuff. And then these books to the side are also history and culture. I was gonna put them in alphabetical order, but it wasn't gonna work because I needed to have these extra history and culture books to the side and those extra heartfelt stories to the side. So couldn't do alphabetical order, but it still looks nice. Better than what I had last year, I'll tell you that. I just had them just any type of way. Then in this corner, we have this rug I got from Walmart last year. And then we have a squishmallow that I got from a coworker, a zebra pillow, and just a little bit of greenery here to make this corner look alive a little bit. And then here we have Jet. So Jet was named by my class before last year's class, and so he'll be Jet forever. So yeah, that's Jet. Fun fact, Jet has one eye, but you can't really tell from far away because I used a Sharpie to color it in. But yeah, that's our special Jet. Last but not least, I'm gonna show you the front of the room, and then I'll show you what I have in the cabinets because I forgot to do that. So over here we have our math focus wall. Of course, there's nothing there yet, but there will be anchor charts and focus words and all that good stuff over here. And then I put the math one here because it has extra space to use if I need extra wall space. Then we have our calendar / daily schedule. I have to put the times on the daily schedule, but that's daily schedule. Like I said earlier, I teach social studies. We all teach social studies for like 10 minutes in the morning. So I have to get rid of one of those baskets back there because I don't teach social studies to my afternoon class. After we switch, I just teach math and science, and then we go home. So there's my schedule. Then we have our learning goals are gonna be here, math and science, homework, and monthly news. Then we have some decoration up here. Sorry about the glare, guys. I can't, let me see if I can go this way. Okay, I can't get away from it. But yeah, we have some decorations up there. We have the alphabet chart. Over here, we have some more decorations. And then there's the science focus wall. I don't know what I'm gonna put in here yet. Last year I had that blue clock sitting up here, so I don't know what I'm gonna put here yet. But these are for my popsicle sticks. So I have a morning class here, afternoon class here, and how that goes, I put the names on the popsicle sticks, and I'll ask a question and pick a stick, and if you get picked, you have to answer the question. That just helps me not pick on the same person every time, because I tend to do that sometimes without knowing that I'm picking the same person to answer questions. And so that helps with that. And it keeps them on their toes because they don't know who's gonna get picked. Down here I have my whiteboard markers. Yep, my little desk. This was made by a coworker and I just stuck it on there. It's so cute. And all these stickers came from students. So there's that. Yeah. Oh, and then down here I have clipboards and whiteboards. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those there, but that's where they are for right now. And then right here we have the stage. So basically this is for if kids want to come up and solve the answer on the board, then they can step up here. I want to show you what I have in my cabinet. Not much. I try not to keep too much stuff, but I just have papers, big sticky notes, some more sticky notes and things, my toolbox, more tool stuff like my clothespins and not paper clips, popsicle sticks and tape and all that stuff. Then we have back there, we have magnets, binder clips, and just calendar stuff, random stuff, more random stuff. There's not much down here, just my empty technology boxes. I don't know what this Mimeo thing is right there. I don't know what that is. I haven't opened it. No, I don't plan on opening it. But this is where I keep my backpack and quick access to some Clorox wipes and my laptop bag. And then in my desk, I have Band-Aids and other first aid stuff. I gotta get more of these ones. And then I have tape, my stapler. And here I have my lotion and other self-care stuff and my markers, some random stickers. And then down here I have my extra teacher supplies and the supplies that I use on a daily basis right here. So that's that. And then I'll show you guys what I have in here. This is my student cabinet. So I have composition books. Those are primary composition books though, and I teach intermediate this year for the first time ever. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I have some construction paper, extra student supplies like pencils and colored pencils, and I might actually put these ones out in the colored pencil basket. They're not the best brand, but I don't know, we'll see. We have erasers and pens and highlighters and markers, lots of markers. And I have busy bins for when we have like indoor recess, if it's raining or something, and more games for indoor recess. Extra tissue boxes. Hello. This is inside of the data cabinet, so there's nothing in here but extra library books. So basically these are like duplicates of what I already have in the library. And then, yeah, that's empty. Like I said, I try not to keep too much stuff over the years if I don't need it. Show you guys what I have in my closet. So me and my partner actually share a closet, but I'm gonna show you what I have on my side. So on my side, we have my mini fridge. I have some differentiated seating that I don't put out for the first few months of school. That's for a yoga ball. And then I have more differentiated seating over here. And there's my yoga balls. These bins, I used them last year to put at the end of each table group, but I don't have tables this year, I have desks. So the students are using their desks instead of using these. So they're just up here in case I need them again. If I go back down to primary, my lunchbox, our picnic mat, if we ever go outside and do like a science lesson or a math lesson outside, that's what that's for. I have 2 picnic blankets. These are for if we have like a reward where they get to bring a stuffed animal. If a kid doesn't have a stuffed animal, I have extras in here. My anchor chart papers. This is my math bin. It has a bunch of math stuff in it. And then glue sticks and scissors. These random fly swatters are for if we do a game where they have to go up and like smack the answer on the whiteboard. This is my science stuff in this blue basket. And then these are for if we do projects. I can easily give each row a caddy that has like scissors and glue. And then they usually put their like, whatever they cut, they put the scraps in the little trash can. So that's that. Lap desks, containers, extra decorations that I didn't put up, extra cleaning things, tissues and brown bags and hand sanitizer. And then down here I have my holiday stuff in there, my Christmas tree. And then this whole area right here is math manipulatives that we will use throughout the year. To end this video off, I want to give you a view of the room from the very front. I am standing on our stage, and this is what it looks like. Real quick, I just wanted to show you guys for my desks. Yes, they are in rows. I'm not used to having rows. I'm used to having like a more collaborative group setup, but I feel a little bit better having them in rows of like 4 and 3 because I feel like they still are able to do collaboration through shoulder partners and face-to-face. If I have like a row turn and face the other row, they can still do face-to-face and collaborate that way. I just feel like these rows were the best fit for my classroom space and my number of students this year. So that's that. And to keep the rows organized, I have them zip tied together. You can barely tell because the zip ties are black and most of the table legs are black up top. But yeah, they're zip tied together. I didn't cut this part because if I cut it, it's gonna be sharp. So I left that there. And it can kind of be a little fidget, really. So that's that. Oh, and also I have these dots at the end of each row so the students can know where the desk should be to keep it straight. As you can tell, I didn't have enough yellow Velcro dots, but that's okay because I'm going to order a set of black ones. And so when those come in, each row will have a black Velcro dot at the end so that the kids can know where to put their desks. So yeah. Oh, one more thing. Inside the desks, each desk has a basket inside. And so the way the basket is gonna work is one group will put their stuff inside the basket and one group will put their stuff outside of the basket, like their math book, science book, social studies book, science journal, things like that. So just to keep it a little bit more organized, and I love the color because you can barely tell the baskets are in there. Eventually I need to get 6 more chairs, but it's okay because I only have 24 kids as of right now. And so without those 6 chairs, I have exactly 24 desks that I can use. But yeah, that is the end of this classroom tour. I hope y'all like it. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll answer them. And here's to a great 2025-2026 school year. I'll see y'all later.